一集所发生的事情。哦，杀死你！来，再来丢这个炸弹！谁？哎呀，我的枪啊！我的枪啊！哎呀！哎呀 ！No！ 不是吧？我们打龙，哈哈，我们打龙。来，这次我们又做回 Sebastian 的任务啦。
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I will help you,
I'm
man.
ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't.
No,
I
no,
promise.
no, 没有
Good.
没有。
Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile
Who
of
is
bones.
grandeur?
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
都被我一时的犯傻，在报告中呢提到了遗物的存在，于是便被立刻……怪物！怪物！怪物！怪物！怪物！
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious
多魂
curse.
咒，
Really?
我要学。
Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
OK，
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
你的工作这么简
There's more
单
to
的，
this
还
than
要
even I
我去
imagined.
清那些路，有冇搞错
Before
啊？
we
不是
trudge
男
on
生
further,
去
I've just
弄的咩？
realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So,
哦，
if
控
you'd
制
like
敌
to learn
人
Imperio, I can teach you.
啊！我想学呀！
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
哦，三形、三角形、四方形，哦，圆圈，打叉，噔噔噔噔，魂魄出窍。
Go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
哦，对，给我控制先，哎，灵魂出窍这个比较有用一点啊，来，灵魂出窍，我住，他帮我打架了吗？直接死掉他！哦，遗失的文物找到了，这是什么东西？三角形3个尸体。然后这个呢，这种遗物可以说拥有接近无限的潜力，不仅仅能够造福巫师。 乃整个世界都能受益啊！但是为了解开真正的作用呢，所需的黑暗献祭也许太过沉重了。在真正了解这一切的意义之前呢，无论如何都不要拿走这个遗物。哎呀，我拿走了。
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Could it be?
It could be.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
我们不应该动，我们需要这个遗物。拿走
I'm
啦，还
willing to
等什
ignore
么
what？ the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake. I'm
是啊，我
taking
们要
it.
救 N。
Let's get to Feldcroft. I must
该
keep
不会把
Ominous.
他的妹妹越
The
弄越
sounds
惨
we
呢？
kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice.
哦，哎，来呀我！
Leave the
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
You're not. If you won't push it back, then I will.
不是吧？好
Hold
友
on,
决裂
both
了
of。you. Sebastian, please take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
不是吧？你们不要乱打嘞！你们不要打架嘞！
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Oh my
Sebastian's done
god！
his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
哎呀，哈哈哈，到底谁才是对的？我也不知道啊。OK 啦，我跟你一起
You're
去了。
right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more.
哇，下次我要选好来，他偷听我的选择，真的是。
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Come on, let's go, go out.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
啊，来了，我们去找 Anne 啦。
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet.
来，我们快点去救你的妹妹，你的叔叔就不要理了，你的叔叔。
Let's hurry.
哇，这么多人！呀，我嚟救你哋！哇，好多东西丢啊，好爽啊！哎呀呀呀呀！哎呀呀呀！多 barrel！ 哦！人控制你！嘿嘿嘿嘿！妹妹躲在屋子，不要出来！ 不是把你这样都吓到？
Boy! What have you done?
Save sister 咯！
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What the？
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill
是
her.
啊，你并没有做
You did
错。
what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
越搞越惨了，有没有搞错？好可怜，这 Sebastian。唉，叔叔，如果你不原谅他的话，就轮到我来控制你了啊！
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
哇，来呀，骂架！哎呀，
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
告诉啦，不用紧啊，告诉校长了。咦，控制你，控制你，控制你，杀死你，杀死你，杀死你，杀死你！咦，
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
明白了，有什么东西就告诉我啦。
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
OK， 那么我们现在又在做 Sebastian 的另一个任务，不过这次是主线任务了啦。
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis in the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
也许我们要隐蔽行
We
事
need to。see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
玩了太多天了，都忘记他的故事了。偷袭快过打架，
Kill anyone who
一早就死。
tries.
Ranrock's loyalists.
What does that tell us?
来，偷袭啊！这里死两个。哎呦呦呦，那个要发现我了，那个来，我们走这里，躲在后面啊。走到那么慢的，谁在这里？谁在这里？哎呀！哈哈哈哈谁呀嘞？还有一个人躲在这里，有没有看到 ？Come on, be discreet。你这个落单呀，我们先来对付这个落单的。你转过头干嘛？你干嘛转过头？给他发现了啊！哈哈
And the fun is over.
We have another fight on our hands.
哦，疑星，你睇唔到我，你睇唔到我，哎呀！喂，
Revelia.
来这里总共有多少个人？上面的有点难办哦，上面的来，我们先搞定这个上面。哎呀，为什么又被发现了？哎呀！啊！
Rather unwise coming back this way. There you are. Let's get this over with.
好多蜘蛛。哇，好大只啊！哎呦，哇，后面还有，来喷火给你们！好，我行，可以控制吗？大只的，哦，控制大只啊！哎呀，帮我打，来，我先打这小只的先。哎呀！哦哟，吓死人！什么？突然间枪支冲过来。
For a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn.
哎呀，我这 Ravenclaw 还厉害过你，你讲什么东西你？哦，日记。当我醒来的时候，眼前的一切都像是被投入了一层似的迷雾之中。我昏了多久了？我只记得他的眼神空无一物，没有了之前的伤悲。 当除此以外呢，也没了。我回忆起了那个抹除男人痛苦的时候，我心中涌出了一阵狂喜的愉悦。但是那股快感呢，转瞬即逝，我立刻感觉到天旋地转。昏倒的时候呢，我肯定是无意间撞到了头脑。虽然呢看不见，也摸不到任何痕迹，但我能感觉一跳一跳的疼痛了。梅林在上，我千万不要感染了黑死病哦。无论如何呢，至少男人的痛苦已经消失了。 可是没有了之前的伤悲啊，空无一物啊，全部记忆消除啊！
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure.
Revelio.
I'm fascinated by it. Now,
What's so odd about
for the
it?
trek back out of here and to Hogwarts. And now for the moment of truth.
回来了，
It
我们
has
的
to
书
fit.
这里有什么线索呢？这里
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And
thank-
the bad news?
bad news.
We're in for more trouble.
What's the trouble?
I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Mornweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
Wait,
All
why?
this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
那个 Rock 的妖精啊，
A
来，
friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
你讲我 ignorant，你这话太
Perhaps your
伤
uncle
人了
was。right about you.
哎呀，
You
为什么
don't
讲
know when to
uncle？
stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop.
我选错了。Oh no，我妈加了。
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable， 早知道隐瞒他，哎呀，还以为什么东西跟他讲就好了呢。既然如此的话，我就去找那个精灵谈话啦。精灵，来了，他不喜欢你啊，来，我来找你谈谈。
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
什么东西啊？你早就想到会有这种结果嘛，是吗？哈
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
哎，这不是 Kipper 的名字吗？
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
哎，为什么突然间打断
Greetings,
他了
Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
你还是讲回印度话好了你。
Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation
are
is
Indian.
not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
OK, no problem.
Amit and I
我
can do
潜行
this.
很厉
I
害
will
的，
await your
忘
return.
记之前那些被发现的潜行。
I shall see you soon.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
你讲话好大声呢，我们不想要被人家发现的喂。来，隐形点。哎呀，出错招。
Cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Yes, we are the character in
Let's
the
take a look
book.
around.
Harry Potter, you
See if
never
we can
heard
find any
before?
plans.
Bound to be plans around here. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
哦哦，这里有那么多人哦。OK，我要怎么下手嘞？不行啊，这个射这个过去那边给你看看，然后偷袭这个先，然后再来偷袭这个。哦，直接死到完头。
That's the last loyalist.
Easy job, piece of
Unfortunately,
cake.
I'd imagine most goblins. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
我们找到证据了。
This is not good. They're
What?
building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get
Drill，
out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
终于离开了，无惊无险啊，完全没有敌人啊。哦吼。
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit.
For a lifetime,
I
你这么
couldn't
胆
have done it
小啊
without
你？
you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lord Gog.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Someday，
Without
最好
further
等我
ado,
破了案你才写哦。啊丢啊！你讲粗话你。
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
哦，你喜欢人
Without a
类？
moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Marion，
Yes.
Marion 是
But
哪一个啊
how did？you-
开酒吧那个啊？哦
He
，Professor
told me of
Wife。
her research, and I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
Marion 就
You
是这样
think
子被
Ranrock
杀的。
murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
哇，他的故事有点沉重啊，喜欢上了 Professor 的老婆。好啦，那么我们就玩到此为止了，谢谢你们收看，我们下期再见啦 ，Goodbye。